Hey guys, I got a great question in the comments. I'm going to change the gold price and silver price, and I'm going to walk through this zero hedge with you because it's all about oil. Check it out. First, I'll tell you what. First, let's play the wild-eyed, red-headed Jen Pesky. I think her name is Saki, but it's spelt with a P. So I'm going to call her the red-headed pesky chick.
There have been some, including the American Petroleum Institute, who have claimed that this is an issue of having access or funds. The oil and gas industry has a lot of permits. Onshore alone, more than 9,000 unused approved permits to drill. And I would note that only 10% of drilling is happening on federal lands. The other 90% is on private lands. But I'm talking about the 10% in that case. So the argument that there are just no opportunities to drill for oil is just not true. The phenomenon that we're actually seeing is much more about firms wanting to return cash to investors than about a lack of opportunity.
Now that we've heard the crazy lady speak, let's get into the question. Why did the American oil companies not drill? They own 9,000 unused permits to drill. Could it be to limit available oil, causing the price of oil to go up, better known as gouging or entrepreneurship? The available barrels of oil has not changed in the last months, yet the price has skyrocketed. Why? Because the oil companies will use any and all reason to gouge. The war in Ukraine is a dream for the price to go up. Okay, tomorrow's reason will be something different. Just know that just because you have a permit doesn't mean you own the leases. So you get a permit, well, good, la-di-da. Now you've got to secure the leases. And once you acquire the lease, then you can go do, I don't even know if they do seismograph. I'm not sure how they find the oil, if there's any oil there. Because, oh, well, there's another reason why I think they're not doing anything over there is a big infrastructure problem. Pipelines are super costly, trust me. That's my neck of the woods, and there's so much that goes into it. And on top of that, we're having trouble getting fittings. All that stuff's going up too. This whole mess is starting to really, it's wild. I've got some people in West Texas that are having, they've been there, he told me he'd been there 6 days and hadn't struck an arc because they couldn't get fittings. Can you imagine how much money it takes to pay people to sit around to wait on fittings? So before you just think you can get a permit and start, just drill a hole in the ground real quick and put it to the sales line, you've got to have all kinds of stuff there. Now, if there was a permit in an area where there was a lot of oil close to something like the Keystone Pipeline, I imagine they'd be punching holes in the ground all over the place over there. I hope that helps kind of. That could be the reason why. And I'm not saying the oil companies are looking out for our well-being. Don't get me wrong. But there's a price discovery thing. You know, when the price of oil gets expensive, they'll have a big glut of it, and then the price will come down. And then, you know, that's the way it rolls. Just let the free market work itself out. That's the best deal. And the reason I'm telling you about the free market before I get to the freaking story, I can't seem to get it out tonight, guys. I'm not going to edit it, though. I just got to do it because I want you to know this, but I am tired. Pocahontas, Elizabeth Warren. She is such a stooge. And she'll forever be Pocahontas. Just like Little Rocket Man. He'll be Little Rocket Man forever. But here's what she had to say in a tweet. Throw it up there. Big Oil's first priority is to maximize profits. It's also their second priority, third priority, and so on and so on. We can't let them use Putin's invasion as an excuse to pad their bottom line with war-fueled profits. So I'm working with the Senate Democrats on a windfall profits tax. Ooh, we're going to tax them, those evil guys that are trying to make all this money. As soon as I heard this, I thought of the Great Leap Forward. If y'all have ever heard of the Great Leap Forward, it's where Emperor Mao in China, he thought that the farmers were making too much profit and gouging his people. So he went in and killed the farmers, just did away with them. If they didn't want to leave, he killed them. And he hired some peasants or people out of the city, I don't know who they were, to work the farmland. Well, for some reason, he's not the only one that thinks this. A lot of people think this. Some people think you can just flick a seed in the ground and grow a big, nice garden and have plenty of food. Farming and gardening is a skill. So when you do away with the people that know how to do it and expect somebody that just walked off the street to know how, it doesn't work. It killed 50 million people. Leave the free market alone. Government intervention is never the answer. I want to read to you one more little story. Hey, I forgot again. Like the video. It helps the algorithm shoot it out. And all these zero hedges and all this stuff will be on my Telegram channel. And I'm going to be putting more stuff over there, different things that I see that's important, things people send to me, I'm going to put over there, tweets. I'm going to try to load that thing up and keep them coming. So check it out. The most recent uptick in prices has to do with the Russia-Ukraine war. Sure it does. According to the expert, I'm not going to say his name because I can't pronounce it. Russia's war against Ukraine has added a premium to the price of crude on a global market of $15 to $20 a barrel. A promise to add more if the conflict is extended. Wouldn't that be convenient if we extend the conflict a little more and let those oil prices go sky high? Would that curb inflation? Very well could. If I was going to reset something, if I had this economy in a box and I knew I could raise the oil prices and slow the economy down because I wanted to reset it, that's exactly what I'd do. I'd make oil so expensive nobody could move and it would make inflation go down. The fact is, the market has been undersupplied for months now, and Biden has contributed to that greatly by his efforts to hamstring the U.S. oil industry. Don't make no mistake about it, the Biden administration has not sold any leases since he's been in office. I don't think a president's ever done that. I know the people I work for have new regulations all the time. It's a way to just squeeze the life out of them, and it really hurts the little guys the most. The big guys can handle it, the little ones can't. And I noticed the other day, I'm gonna let you go, but I noticed the other day there was a little old pulling rig pulling on an old oil. It looked like they were trying to get it up and going because these oil prices are so high. It's funny watching this thing unfold. And guys, thanks for watching. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you tomorrow.